expect a clean fight. Both these trunks are good right there. I'm gonna let you work the top of the belt line, and I'm gonna let you work the top of the belt line over here. Touch low down, go back to your corner.
So Pablo Rubio fought last May of 2025, and that was his only fight in a span of 4 years and 7 months. You talk to fighters, you hear about inactivity, you could get a wide range of answers as to why that was the case. When we pressed Rubio and said, what's the deal here, man? You come back to the fight game, then you're inactive even on the back end of that a little bit. He's like, hey, there was a hand injury. I was out of action for that. Then really opened a gym, became a businessman, put all the energy and effort into that with his family, and then he started a family, became a dad. But Dre, the one thing he said to us was that I just knew deep in my heart I needed another fight. He had to get back, and he had to satisfy that.
Well, it's tough when you're around the game and, you know, training other fighters and then not being in the game yourself. And then his, you know, time off came abruptly. It wasn't after 2 or 3 bad losses. So there was a lot of unanswered questions, and I'm sure, you know, desire that was left untapped, and that's why he's here tonight.
Looks pretty sharp so far tonight, guys, for a guy who's taking a lot of time off.
Could be rested.
Well, he's taking time off, but he's in the
right
gym.
hand from Rubio right there.
He runs a boxing gym, so
Yeah, and he's undefeated.
comes and presses the action with Hama up
And
against
work
the
by
ropes.
Rubio there, moving forward.
Reach, and you see that
I like the
size
forward
advantage
work from
he
Rubio.
also carries.
Yeah, and I haven't seen Rubio in any of his previous fights box and try to be smart. But he tried to convince us in the fighter meeting that this was
Hello, hello, hello.
what he was gonna do. But I think he's telling
Yo,
the
yo,
truth.
yo.
He's aggressive right now, but he's doing it in a smart way. Looks very sharp right now in his first fight.
Testing, testing, testing. I think we're good. Yeah, we're good.
A long, lanky guy at this weight, and you know he gets leverage on his shots, punching kind of downhill, and a lot of times those guys are knockout punchers.
Yeah, that's wiry leverage.
But he's more of kind of an inside brawler when it gets down to it. He's doing it here.
And Palmer's a guy that doesn't like to throw unless he knows either it's close or if he has the advantage. And Rubio is not giving him that opportunity, but Palmer has hold the distance and is having a little bit of success right now.
He was able to land a body shot when he posted this down, just burying his head right into the chest of Rubio.
Yeah, he feels not uncomfortable inside. Even if you look at his height and reach, you go, maybe that's not the best place for him, but he's comfortable there.
Obama coming over the top, trying to counter that jab with the right hand.
You guys didn't waste much time.
No, they didn't.
Palmer just tried a right hand right there. That's the chin of Rubio.
Boy, to go from the heavyweights and then what we saw with the hopelessness of Bunch to this first round, what a remedy. There's the replay, you see in the lower left there. Right hand, good action here in round number 1 with Hama and Rubio. Hello. Yo.
Hey, you know what I'm thinking?
What are you thinking?
Pelicans, Raptors, dinosaur parlay. Okay. Mascot should affect the over-under. No, trust me. Player props 3 times fast. Player props. A little
Bro. Second, guys. Fight back in a sec. No video on the stream, just audio. There we go.
To the right hand.
Yeah. Sure, you have something there.
Not to get hit with if you're Rubio. Behind the ear, those are the equilibrium and can put you down and out.
And Palma's up. I thought Palma won the first round. It's a better fight than the first two. The first two were brutal. They were so slow. Nothing is happening in those first two fights tonight.
Palma's time Rubio and he's felt the power and he feels like that's something he can deal with. That's why you see him opening up like he is right now.
Palmer's using his left hand not only to jab on his way in, but then to kind of keep it there to block what's coming back and then counter with the right hand like that.
Exactly.
The first two punches, that combination were blocked, and then he tried to go underneath with the body punch.
Nice shot by Rubio.
Palmer then nice hook upstairs.
Another nice shot by Rubio. Rubio almost won the first round. You can definitely give this one to him. Another good shot. Rubio's got a lot of size, man. Rubio's, yeah. If Rubio can fight well inside, he's going to win this fight because he's got a big height advantage. 1-1. 19-19.
Good shot from Palma. And Rubio has also landed his fair share of good shots in that last round.
Pizza Hut right now is offering any large pizza for just $10. That's right. Any pizza, 5 toppings on crust, light tavern, thin and crispy, original pan, or hands off. At any time for just $10. Just download the Pizza Hut app now.
With Expedia, the more Ken travels, the more he earns.
Got this car with 1 key cash in Kenneth. It was free.
Ken, in Italy, they also drive on the right.
Me scusi.
Expedia, the one place you go to go places.
Wait on him. Reverse, relax. Bottom up. Bottom up, Papa. Bottom up. We have to stop from the bottom up. Don't worry about the head. Yeah.
There's Frank Barajas, the trainer of the undefeated 24-year-old Adam Palmer, saying we're going to work from the bottom up. At this point, he has landed 16 body shots. Palmer's best work has been on the inside. Rubio with a 51-37 total connect advantage as we start round 3. Schedule 3.
Palma's corner is essentially saying it's the longer torso of Rubio. Don't start
I disagree with this guy. I think Rubio won that round.
to the head. Start to the body.
This is such a, like,
Down to you, and then you
eye of the beholder kind of fight, though. It really depends on what you like in this fight. If you like outside fighting, you're gonna like Rubio. But if you like that inside style and you want to give credit to the shorter fighter, you're gonna like Palma because Palma's throwing from Hades. Palma's throwing with ill intentions. Man, another big hook over the top by Palma. Palma's really leaving himself open. Rubio's gonna have to stand and bang inside. Oh, he dropped him. Big shot by Palma. There we go. There's something. There's something on this card, finally. Hey, sometimes being the taller guy is not a benefit. Bigger they are, the harder they fall. Man, yeah, he's leaving himself open still. He's going to get hit again like this. If Rubio keeps swinging like this, he's going to get hit again. Both their corners are just screaming. Chaos in there, man.
That's the first time that Rubio has ever been knocked
Palma doing good work, but it's a... I mean, sorry, Rubio doing good work. Oh, never mind. Not anymore. Forget I said anything. Palma right in over the top. Beautiful counter shot. Measured it. And Rubio looks like he, honestly, he looks like he's not sure. He isn't sure whether or not he wants to be in there. Palma's going to have to finish now. Rubio is throwing too aggressively, actually, for the situation he in. He needs to be a lot more defensive or he's going to get finished. Don't ask for more. Rubio literally asked for more. Don't do that. That's not a good... Do not ask for more. I don't know if you want him to bring it on when you've been knocked down twice. He's kind of asking to get KO'd here. Rubio, to be honest with you. I am feeling a knockout coming here if Palma keeps initiating on the inside. Yeah, he needs to clinch more and... Yeah. No. Big shot over the top by Palma. Palma has that right hand. And those shots have looked dangerous the entire fight. Those shots have looked dangerous the entire fight. 10-8 for Palma. And that's 29-27. 29-27 for Palma. As we enter the fourth. And yeah, those hooks for Palma are pretty badass. Those hooks for Palma are the highlight of the fight so far. Man, great leaping left hook. He left himself open, but he didn't see it, so. Man, yeah, that's the best punch of the fight there. That counter was beautiful. That counter by Palma was beautiful. Another huge left hook by Palma. Man. I don't. I think it's stupid. I think Rubio needs to box and stop asking to get KO'd. It's only an 8-round fight. Man, buddy. You have to move backwards. Why does Rubio move forward at him? Back up, bro. You end up in the hospital.
He's the more skillful. He's the harder puncher. He's the more patient.
He's got a deeper bag.
No question. And
Good sequence from Rubio right there. Didn't land everything, but landed a few.
what's really hurting Rubio most of all, he's not a puncher. So he's landing at some good shots.
I never know what they mean by that in boxing. He's not a puncher? What does that mean? He is a puncher. Rubio's punches have looked perfectly fine in this fight. He clearly has punching talent. That's why he's here being a professional boxer, Max. What are you talking about? He's not a puncher. I never understand that. He's not as good of a puncher as Palma. That's what we're finding out. It's called a boxing match, bro. Come on. Sometimes boxing commentary is like, bro, I get that it's a sport of people who get like punched in the head for a living, but like, damn. He's not a puncher? What have we been watching for the last, bro? We've been watching for the last 12 minutes, Max Kellerman. If he's not a puncher. He's been getting punched more than he's punched, but then what is he doing right now? If he's not a puncher, Max Kellerman. Rubio's a puncher, he's just not winning the fight.
See the power punches in round 3 from Palma. That's where he did all the damage. 17 were landed there.
That's what I'm saying. Why the hell is Rubio fighting so much on the front foot? He should use his size. He should move back and try to be more defensive and try to let his jab run the fight. If you're that size in this fight, your jab has to run the fight, and he's not letting his jab run the fight because he's too far inside. It's just not good strategy.
When the game moves, move with it. Buy or sell your predictions live. All game long. Put your sports IQ to work. No half odds. Just you versus the market.
Round number 5 is underway. Palma and Rubio scheduled for 8. Round number 3 was the signature round for Palma. He scored 2 knockdowns. Let's check in with our unofficial judge, Skipper Kelp.
I have a 38-36 for Palma. He's found a home for that left hook, and if Rubio doesn't address it, this may end anytime now.
A 10-7 round in round 3 with 2 knockdowns.
Problem for Rubio is he's an offensive fighter, but that's when he gets called as inexperienced. And they're rumbling punch for punch.
And when one guy is not that puncher, and it's like an even exchange in terms of punches, but he has knockout power. It's going to be worse for the winner.
That's it.
Rubio letting his hands go as Palma burrowing his way into the inside with his guard.
I got to say, though, Rubio's landed a lot of good shots.
He has, including an uppercut in the mix of that exchange.
Yeah,
Good body shot.
Rubio hits hard enough.
Yeah, he landed some really good body shots in this round.
The right shot gets through.
Yeah, man, Rubio can punch. Rubio's not a horrible fighter. He's just the tactics are wrong. And Palma can swing.
Late in the last round,
Palma's a fighter.
early in this round. I mean, it's that exchange is done.
They're both fighters, but you know what I mean. Palma's a fighter, bro. Like, I get. That's kind of maybe that's what Max means by Rubio's not a puncher, but that's a dumb way to say it.
He's facing them well. His heart. It brought him back into this fight.
He's won this round though. It's true.
We opened up this broadcast talking about the inactivity of
But you can't blame Palma if he's just trying to land the same shot that he landed twice here before.
again and just wants to keep going with it. You're seeing that kind of desire and heart and decision making here.
Rubio's guy obviously loves to fight. Loves to see it.
Told us here today he takes pride in being entertaining, exciting. This fight has been that. Almost left. Let it go. Final seconds here of round number 5.
Still a Rubio round. That's a good fight.
Aura wins. Super cheap. Pick all less on top fighters. Score up to 1,000 times your cash. Make your picks now. Discount pick available for new users. Does he look scary to you?
I don't know. I wouldn't fight him.
That's what I'm saying, man. Rubio's not bad.
Download Super today for a new user offer.
It's been a fun fight. Rubio's not a bad fighter by any means. Nah, Matt, sorry, I'm not gonna get copyright struck. I'm not doing it. I don't want to get my channel struck. No, Matt, sorry, I'm not gonna get copyright struck. I do the Pro Box TV cards because they're already on YouTube, so it's safe. But these fights are not free on YouTube, so I'm not going to be showing them live, unfortunately. Don't think I can get away with it. I'd like to figure out some way in the future, though. Maybe have a mirror in the background or something. I don't know. I've seen people do shit like that. I think it still gets copyright struck, though, to be real with you. They're very aggressive. Zuffa Boxing, DAZN. DAZN is extremely aggressive with copyright. But yeah, Zuffa's not fun with copyright either. So it's more a matter of like maybe one day if there's a really big fight, I'll do just one because I know that it's a certain amount of strikes and your channel just gets taken down, so I'm not risking that. I'll take like 1 or 2 strikes, but like I haven't even gotten any like hard copyright strikes on my other channel, on my main channel. But it doesn't work like that. Like stream strikes are different from getting a video struck. Like a video strike doesn't count towards you getting banned, but if you're actually trying to like live stream a fight, that's going to count towards a ban. So I'm good on that. But I wanted to show Pro Box TV last night, but didn't have the chance to. There was too much going on with the World Baseball Classic. I was live on my main channel. Yeah, let's go back to watching the fight here. Whoa. Has there been a KO yet? Wait. Palmer, does really feel like Palmer can get a KO. Yeah, well, Rubio has been very constantly fighting, so figure Rubio won that round as well. I didn't watch that round, unfortunately, but it does seem like Rubio has the momentum, but he's probably still behind on the cards. It'll be interesting to score it. Seems no commentary was talking that Palmer took some shots in that round. Yeah, man, Rubio's. What a win it would be, man. If you could come back and win this fight, that'd be unreal. What a moment that would be. Gotta be rooting for him right now. This is a great fight. Great fight. After a few lame fights earlier, this one's been awesome. Nice combo by Rubio. Base washing from Rubio. Rubio just throws so many punches, man. Such a machine, dude. You guys are much more fit than those big heavyweights earlier, too. It's hilarious, the fitness difference.
Too much. They want him to use the jab, land a left hook, move to the body. But Rubio's blocking up top. Also, on this stool, I heard him say, I can't hurt him with anything. I can't do anything. They said just use the jab and follow up and go to the inside.
Interesting turn. So what happened earlier in that combination from Rubio, including the work to the body there.
It's a pretty shocking admission. And Palmer didn't feel that. And he would say that.
Can't hurt him with anything. Hurt the hell out of him with a bunch of stuff. But more and more, I feel like Rubio's shots are having a greater effect on Palmer. The placement to the body, the shots that are landing upstairs, especially the body.
Nice shot by Palma. Nice big hook there. So far, it's been Rubio's round, but Palma fighting back now with big hooks finally.
Watch this left hand. Right on the temple tray.
Rubio's gift, one of his gifts is his ability to take punches and the toughness that it takes to continue to come forward because clearly that's on the mind of Palmer.
Big miss by Palma. I still think this is a Palma round very narrowly. He's moving forward, which is hard to do because Rubio always tries to move forward. It says Rubio's winning this round. Because Palma's only landed 10 punches to Rubio's 30, so I guess I do have to give the round to Rubio. I like Palma moving forward, though. I guess I will give the... Oh, yeah. Rubio landed some really good stuff early in the round of 2. Some nice head-body combinations, head-to-body. Another nice shot from Palma. I'm sorry, Palma landed the harder shots in that round, but on pure stats, from what they showed there, punches landed, it's 3-1 for Rubio. So this fight's tied right now on my cards. It's only an 8-rounder. I wish this was a 10-round fight. I had 10 rounds written down. It's not a 10-rounder. It's a 8-rounder. Can this be a 15-rounder? Can this be a 20-rounder, please? Can we be on some Jack Johnson shit with this one? It's kind of crazy that this fight is not going to end in a knockout. But that's another Rubio round, 10-9. So I think the score right now would be 66-66. Yep. Very satanic scoreline right now, 66-66. I agree with these people, though. It's a very hard round to score. He said 10-10. To me, yeah, it was basically even, but nah, I think that Rubio, he landed some good shit early and some good shit late, and he landed a lot more. Even if Palma had the better shots, which he did. They're going to go hell for leather in this round. This is going to be awesome. That's right. Never mind. It was 2 knockdowns, so that was a 10-7. So you know what? My scorecard has to change. Because that round 3 was a 10-7 for Palma, not a 10-8. So I actually have it 66-65. I got to take a number off Rubio in every round. I'm writing my score down by hand. I'll share that on my social. After the end, right?
Not supposed to be here.
This is really good stuff.
Yeah. 66-65. He has it for Rubio. I have it for Palma. 66-65.
to the inside goes Palma. No. Still looking for that left hook. Rubio's done some really good work in this round.
Stay back. Since the knockdowns, Rubio has just been willing to go to a deeper place than Palma. Palma had a certain level that he would go to, but when things didn't work out the way he thought, we saw him retreat.
Nice shot by Palma. Man, Palma always lands the bigger shots. It's such a frustrating fight to score because Rubio lands more and Palma lands better. So consistently. It's like every round is like that. The volume from Rubio is nuts. It's hard to not score this for Rubio, too. He just keeps landing. The accuracy from Rubio is awesome. It's such a great fight. Such a close fight, too. Palma, you got to throw from hell, man. Big uppercut. Big left hook by Palma. Crazy fight. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, he got back up from 2 knockdowns. It's a really tough final round to score. But I don't really know if Palma actually did land enough. That'd be a very tough loss for Palma, but Rubio with the volume and the accuracy. And I gave the final round to Pablo Rubio Jr., ladies and gentlemen. My final score, 75-75. This fight is a draw. Wah, wah. That was a banger, though, but I got it a draw. You could definitely do that fight again. Definitely some Brandon Figueroa, Nick Ball vibes to that fight, which that's my fight of the year so far, so. That was an excellent fight. I thought for a long time that was going to end in knockdown in a knockout for Palma. Palma landed some great punches in that fight. That knockdown was beautiful. I wouldn't blame anybody if they scored that fight for Palma or if Palma got a win. Any fight where they score 2 knockdowns, you got to give them the win. But that was an awesome fight. But I have it a draw, 75-75. Let's see. Let us see how they score this. One sec, guys. Let me see. Hold up. That doesn't work now. Okay. I can't hold my phone up to the screen. It won't work. Oh, you know what, guys? I have an idea. I know how I can do this. There we go. Wow. They gave it to Rubio despite the 2 knockdowns. That is a heartbreaking loss there. That's crazy that even happened in an 8th-round fight, but it shows how many of the rounds they gave to Rubio. I imagine some of the judges probably gave round 1 to Rubio as well. If I would have given round 1 to Rubio, I would have had him winning the fight by a point as well. Back from break. Let me make sure I'm still live. And I'm kind of going back and forth on trying to show the fight from now on at least. The problem is I'm gonna get copyright struck. I've got copyright strikes on the videos on my channel that shouldn't have any copyright. So I mean, like, YouTube is very unforgiving these days with copyright, and it's not a mistake that most of the channels you see that have, that have fights up or games up on them live are channels that, don't have any videos and that are not risking anything. They're channels that just got created. And my channel, I'm actually trying to upload content, have a proper channel. So I don't want to hurt my ability to do that. Salas versus Sriracha. He's starting round 1 of 10.
See Salas applying that pressure, but kind of keeping his weight on his back foot as he applies the pressure. So try to take you apply the pressure, you make the guy punch just with your foot pressure, and then with the weight on the back foot, the punch doesn't have enough length to get there, and then he counters it.
Say you have a way of escape. You can either counter it or you can get all the way out of the way. Good observation about Salas. Like the feints from Salas as well.
Salas meant business with that left hook. Close to landing, but wanted to check to see if Sriracha was going to be there.
Good right hand from Salas. Good counter from Sriracha.
Sriracha? I'm pretty sure he just called him Sriracha, bro. That's Sriracha sauce?
Left straight left hand from Sriracha.
Sriracha's feet are always in place.
Is it Sriracha? It's not. Say Sriracha, bro. There's an O with it. It's not Sriracha. He's not named after the sauce, bro. His name is Sriracha. His name's with an O, not an A. Sriracha. He keeps saying Sriracha. Bro, it's not his name.
Right across the chin. Here's the replay of it next. This is a haymaker, wide sweeping right hand from that rear power hand.
The way they were positioned, it was almost like a southpaw right hook. Right hooks to the body from Sriracha. Drop that left hit out. Sriracha's moves, nice stuff.
Yeah, the left hands are hitting the mark.
That counter left from Sriracha's dangerous.
That's a butt to it as well, Trey. End of 1.
NBA, always something different. All night, every night.
Ken doesn't know everything, but he does know if you bundle your flights, cars, hotels, vacation
5 toppings on crust like tappers, thin and crispy, original pan, or hand toss. At any time for just $10. Just download the Pizza Hut app now.
And if you want to know who's in and who's out, you'll be first to know by watching CBS Sports next Sunday for the big dance. NCAA Men's Basketball Championship Selection Show. It'll be on CBS and streaming right here on Paramount Plus, available only in the U.S. Check your local listings for that. We'll be having our own
See who they thought won that first round.
a main event that is set to deliver his Zuffa World Cruiserweight Championship. The Zuffa Championship belt will be given out tonight. Jai Opetaia is the Ring Magazine and lineal champion, the best 200-pounder on earth. The challenger is Brandon Glanton from Atlanta, who's got 18 knockouts and 21 victories.
And it's just sometimes I don't know when I'm calling a fight if I've just been out of boxing for too long.
Salas slipped, got pushed, but he's landing well. Seems like people gave him round 1. Salas looking good here as well.
When you start reacting the way we react, you know you're retired.
I've been going a long time. Punches seem heavy for both fighters.
I think we also see here at Zuffa Boxing, Andre, guys who are at, who are willing to lay it on the line. They're willing to dig in and trade hard shots.
That is definitely the tone that has been set right from the start.
Shot right there. Sriracha just heard Salas with a sneaky shot to the top of the
Shot by
head.
Sriracha, overhand by
He's
Salas.
trying to jump on him just a little bit. Looking to close that distance and deliver.
Nice shot by Sriracha.
Sriracha's got a short, no shots up when he's got Salas like that on the rope. He doesn't have to load up. Just throw the shot. Short shots.
Lots of big swinging shots missing as well in this fight I've seen. They're showing with some intent and some big shots to the body too.
Right uppercut just missed.
Good combo there by Sriracha. They keep calling him Sriracha. I won't do it. It's not his name. Salas. Nice combo by Salas.
Exchanging thudding shots and in
Good combo by Salas. Tough round to score.
Caught him opening up here at the end of round 2.
The visual on a lot of the shots, the way Salas responds to a lot of the shots isn't visually great, but I don't know if the shots from Sriracha were actually landing that hard. I think Salas might have won that round as well. He seems to be throwing more dangerous to the body and with more intent. But I'll have it 19-19. I think it's fair that it should be 1-1 right now. And this is a 10-rounder, which is good. I like that.
Connect advantage for Salas to this point. Our co-main event before
Feints, setting shots up.
And they find something that works. Salas did at the end of the last round with the hook. And he lands one or two of them. Then it turns out Sriracha finds something good with the backhand and lands one or two of those.
Shot by Salas again.
Tried to get that right uppercut on the inside, and once again, right on theme, Sriracha fires back.
Sriracha knows one thing. He gets hurt, he fights hard.
Yeah, man, good inside work from Sriracha. Was screening him off the ropes, and a nice slip by Salas, and a big left hook over the top.
Salas, a deeper thinker. Doing some really nice things to set up his shots. And Sriracha is just pressing forward, saying, I'm coming.
His name, I don't think his name is Sriracha, bro. I really don't. I think his name is Sriracha. Good counter shot by Salas. I'm still giving this round to Sriracha narrowly. Salas seems a little bit less sturdy on his feet, to be honest with you. A little less solid on his feet than Sriracha. Body shot by Salas. I'm honestly, I don't know. It's such a tough fight to score. It's a really tough fight to score. I feel like I'm just leaning on bad left hook to score this fight for me, but I can barely score this. I'm very torn on like every round I'm watching here, to be honest with you. That's what I'm saying. He keeps saying Sriracha. His name is Sriracha. He literally Andre Ward, bro. Look at these fighters, man. Some of these fighters, bro. All right. Pencil. Write my scorecard. And I'm going to give that round to... Let's see if anybody is scoring it here. Yeah, see, they had it for Salas, too. They had it for Salas as well. I don't know why I said Sriracha. Salas did a much better work in that round. I loved some of the shots he landed. That big slip. That bomb over the top off the ropes. That left hook. As we see Glanton and Opetaia warming up. He's 3-0 against Southpaws. That's interesting. I'd like to know which Southpaws those were. If those were truck drivers in a laundromat workers, then, you know, I don't care. He's beating bus boys. I don't give a shit. Glanton could definitely be a heavyweight. Glanton's like a sturdy dude. Glanton reminds me of that kind of guy. Back in the day, Salas hurt him. Sriracha backing up. One of the announcers finally gets his name right. Good solid O on Sriracha there by Max. I'm going to analyze that more than the fight. How well the announcers managed to not announce the guy's name like it's the Thai hot sauce. Is it Thai or is it Indonesian? I forget which country it's from. Sriracha sauce. I think it's Thai. It's like it's definitely Southeast Asia. Malaysia, maybe? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Man, nice shot by Sriracha again. Good overhand by Sriracha. Back from Salas. Oh! Oh, it does not look good there for a second. Salas is tough to still be standing up. He was taking some shots while he was down. He was like leaning on the ropes and taking combinations there for a second. But he took him and managed to recover. Big shot over the top. I think Sriracha won that round. This is another close fight. Another good fight. Maybe not as good as the last fight, but still close. Still close and competitive. They had that for Salas, really? I had that round for Sriracha. I had that round for Sriracha. I kind of disagree. He said Salas is beating his ass. What is he talking about? Sriracha had him backed up against the ropes there for a second. I'm going to have that 10-9 Sriracha. I don't know what fight you guys are watching. I got it even right now. $38-38.
Round number 5, good action throughout. 78-46 connect advantage to this point.
Punishing fight.
Yeah, Salas is ahead on the stats, but whatever. I got it even.
Twice as small as the left leg of Sriracha. You see that Salas is abusing.
He keeps saying Sriracha. Ward keeps calling him Sriracha. It's really annoying.
to that side. He goes
Not
in
his name,
left
bro.
side. Before he throws his big shots, he knows the problems that Sriracha has had. He's trying to take advantage.
Salas.
Bro, his name is not Sriracha. It's actually pissing me off, dude. Let's make another post here. Okay. Back to the fight. Just wanted to tell people we're live.
Sriracha's
Sriracha in the head with it. Sriracha moves in this awkward way that makes me think he's hurt, but then he doesn't appear to be hurt.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. His legs are a little awkward, yeah.
Out of proportion leg.
But he does it with these strange facial expressions. It's almost as if he's fixing his mouth guard or frowning. So it's like, wait, did that hurt him or?
Yeah, good shots by Salas again. And Sriracha again just leaning into the shots. Nice combo off the back foot though by Sriracha. It's not enough though. Sriracha really does swing hard, but Salas is definitely landing the better shots in this round. Everyone scored the last round for him except for me.
Guys are throwing stunning shots, and it's like you're waiting for one of them to have the kind of effect on the opponent where it starts to wobble, where there's some kind of advantage gained in a more permanent way. But it hasn't happened yet in this fight.
both fighters are most certainly absorbing punishment. They're just taking it well.
Salas is winning this round by a lot. Nice overhands by Salas. Salas could honestly knock Sriracha out. He could. He really could. He's landing hard enough. Sriracha's really tough. Sriracha's really tough. He's not... He looks injured sometimes. He looks hurt sometimes, but I don't think he actually is. He's taking the punches very, very well. There's been some moments where he's taken really heavy punishment and just kept coming forward. So, but Salas is landing the cleaner punches by a lot.
Very much effective.
Blood spray.
There it is.
Like a relentless weed. Moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative.
Relentless weed? Question mark. Relentless weed. Let's see. So I've got Salas 10-9. It's 48-47 to Salas right now on my card.
To pick up his work rate. To this point, Ricardo Salas has outlanded him 102 to 56, and he's thrown 70 more punches.
I wouldn't have guessed it was that wide in terms of the landing. But, you know, even as his corner was kind of berating him, Sriracha, that is, you know, hey, what are you waiting for? Take the initiative. I don't know. It doesn't seem to me like he's waiting. It seems to me like he's at times getting outboxed, but he seems to be moving his hands to me. Maybe not.
Step behind Salas. That's all.
Yeah.
Step behind. I think Sriracha's throwing a lot.
First of all, Scott has a literal club foot condition, and he's in with a guy who uses his legs in subtle ways. Salas isn't dancing all over the place, but little half steps, upper body movement. Good right hand.
Good right hand and put the guard right there. I think that did some damage. See him covering up in the corner.
Ooh. Yeah, Sriracha back on the ropes. Doesn't seem sure what to do.
Goes back to that body shot.
One time Sriracha hit with a good shot, didn't fight hard.
Exactly.
That tells me that he was hurt by the shot.
He's backing up. He's back on the ropes now.
Good body work.
He's hurt.
Yes, sir. Sriracha's hurt. Good overhand by Salas.
Salas coming in.
Blood coming from the nose and mouth. And shot that landed against the ropes.
Sriracha really not doing a good enough job of defending himself. Honestly, for the whole fight. For the whole fight, he hasn't been doing a good enough job of defending himself.
Angles and punching off the angles. I like that.
Shot comes in for Sriracha.
Put that on the arms.
We've seen Zuffa some styles like this. It's not a usual style, but we saw Hammerhands Rodriguez, right? He won a fight. I think he was an underdog in that fight. And he's a compact.
Nice shot by Salas. Nice counter punch from underneath.
To the way Salas is fighting now. Maybe with more movement, but still a kind of short squat.
Salas has better angles, man. He has much better angles.
A lot of the punishment that Salas has dished out is starting to soak in.
He's hitting Sriracha from a lot of places. Sriracha is not hitting him back from.
How he's receiving these punches.
There's a Salas fight right now.
Couple rounds ago. Oh, another
Nice overhand.
right hand. Then he goes to the body. I think he's swallowing some blood here as well.
Big overhand.
This is a big round for Ricardo Salas.
That is another Salas round. 2 straight rounds for Salas. Sriracha needs to do something other than just take punishment.
With Ebglyss for eczema. U.S. Olympian Erin Jackson coming down. But wait, this isn't where her story starts. Back up, back up. One more rep. And here, this is it. The sense of calm. Want to find calm for your skin? Once monthly Ebglyss is a treatment that can be used with or without topicals that can deliver calming itch relief. It offers people with moderate to severe eczema skin that's still more clear in 1 year.
Don't use if you're allergic to Ebglyss.
Yeah, Salas is looking for a finish here, bro.
They have control here.
Salas has got to be looking for a finish.
I think Sriracha.
Sriracha's taking so much damage, it might just be a matter of time.
Say that is this. He takes a really good shot. He has a ton of heart. He's fighting just enough where he's not getting steamrolled, but he's taking a steady rubbing upstairs. And
Yep.
there's never a perfect moment to stop the fight.
I know, that's what I'm saying. They stopped a fight like that earlier. What was it?
So if I'm in Sriracha's corner, I'm telling him
They stopped that Pannon versus Bunch fight. His name Bunch? Yeah, Bunch. That Pannon versus Bunch fight, they stopped Bunch after he took a really big body shot, and that was it. Because even the fight was pretty low volume. At this point, Sriracha's taken so much damage. If Salas just starts comboing off, why not just stop it?
But see, he's doing just enough like that.
Right there, that'll make the referee back off.
Okay, he's throwing a right hook, and he's but
Sriracha's been throwing off the back foot the whole fight pretty well, to be honest with you.
matters into his own hands.
He's been able to land Salas's body off the back foot the entire fight, but this is close to getting stopped.
All of a sudden, Salas is moving, and Sriracha's throwing a shot or two, and he's stepping to him.
He's stepping to him, but Sriracha doesn't have better angles or better hands than Salas, so
The punishment, the kind of
doesn't
one
really end up making a difference.
fight is taken over.
Yeah, the fifth round got it going in that direction. It was sustained, very solid round for Salas. Sriracha was affected. Then he was really hurt early on in round 6, and it's continued in that way to round 7.
I think the right combination, the right shot landed with the right reaction from Sriracha and the referee may get in there.
Sriracha's still doing a few
And
good
yet, what does he do?
Right, that's
So he's prolonging.
he's prolonging it. That's when the corner has to protect the fighter from himself.
But that's what we talked about when we were setting up this fight, is sort of that Mexican warrior mentality.
And if Sriracha's still sitting down on his punches, he must feel like, hey, I still have a chance to win this thing.
Sneaky right hook from Sriracha.
Seems like a shot like that could end the fight if you catch the guy right.
As more blood continues to come from his nose, and you can see clearly in his mouth.
Salas is a crafty fighter.
He is. He gets good angles, short, impactful punches.
And it's subtle.
Like this
Ooh,
right here,
nice.
against the ropes as
There we
well.
go, Salas. Nah, that's another round for Salas. Yeah, right. Sriracha was doing just enough to stay in the fight. He's doing just enough to stop the ref stopping him. But like I said, he doesn't actually have enough to win the exchanges against Salas. Salas is much better. I mean, Salas, yeah, he's much better. But also, he's better at using that low center of gravity that he has, and creating angles using that low center of gravity. I think all Sriracha really has is that 1-2 back. It looks pretty good, but that's about all he's had the whole fight, is that 1-2 back the other way. Which is not a bad tool to have and not a bad tool to be able to land, but he literally doesn't seem to have anything else. I mean, he can throw some clubbing shots to the body, that's true. That's about it.
But if you're Sriracha, you got to start getting the hint. If the corner's telling you need a knockout, the ref is saying you got to show me something.
This thing could end right here. He smothers him.
Yeah, now Salas is going for it.
Right here.
Now the ref's in close too.
Robert
The
Hoyle
ref's giving him a look.
is given that look.
Watching Sriracha very
Yeah, he's making sure Sriracha sees him. Big shot by Salas. Back by Sriracha, again the 1-2. Nice combo by Salas.
Short headshots on the inside as well.
I like the tempo from Salas. It's very dangerous. He's got really good timing.
Doubling up that left hand, went to the body, and then the uppercut.
Nice body shot from Salas. Oh, there we go. Fight stop. Big combo by Salas. Bludgeon Sriracha. They stopped the fight. The ref was leaning in that whole round. Yeah, Sriracha really only ever had that 1-2 back up the middle. Other than that, he didn't have much to go back at Salas, and Salas was piecing him up the whole fight, so. And I don't know how to score that. I mean, it's a round 8 TKO. I guess it's a 10-8, but there's no real score in that round. So the final score before the last round was 68 to 65 for Salas. And it's a TKO 8 Salas. Next up, Opetaia versus Glanton. Main event of the evening. Is it a 12 rounder? It is. Man, I don't know. I don't know if Glanton has any chance in this fight at all. He might end up in the hospital. I mean, Opetaia almost killed the last guy he fought, and I'm not kidding. He almost killed the last guy he knocked out. So, and Glanton really, he's a warrior. He's strong. He's tough, but he kind of stands right in front of you, and that's not. If you want to beat Jai Opetaia, you have to move. That's the first thing you have to do, is you have to be able to outbox him, and that's not something Brandon Glanton can do. Brandon Glanton is an old school fighter, I guess, but like that's not the kind of fighter that needs to be fighting Jai Opetaia for any other reason than trying to get Jai Opetaia an easy win, which I think is what this ultimately is going to end up being. But you know, I think Opetaia didn't look great in his last fight. Glanton could definitely turn it into a war. I'm not saying that isn't going to happen and it's not going to be an entertaining fight. I think that Glanton could turn it into a war, but that could still end with him getting hurt really badly by Opetaia with the power that Opetaia has. But hell yeah, man, I'm pumped up for this one. For Opetaia versus Glanton. I've been looking forward to this fight. Let me check on the World Baseball Classic real quick and see what's going on over there. Yeah, Panama for Canada too. Ooh, how about that? Let's see what else happened. Israel over Nicaragua. Mexico 16-0. over Brazil. Brutal. Demolition job right there. Dominican Republic crushes the Netherlands. Japan 4, Australia 3. When was that game? I guess I completely missed that game. When did that game happen? So Australia's 2-1 now. Man, they gave Japan a tough game, huh? Australia. I'm going to throw on this Panama versus Canada game here in the bottom of the 8th.
Started to get Sriracha's attention. Sriracha is a no-nonsense, tough guy. You got to show him. And Salas continued to show him that he was a superior fighter round after round after round. And he put himself in position for the referee to start asking Sriracha with just these types of shots like that. Show me something. And Sriracha just couldn't keep up with the pace. His IQ, Salas' IQ was a lot deeper than Sriracha. His skill set was a lot deeper than Sriracha. And it was a matter of time before he landed the right shot like he did right there to get Robert Hoyle, a veteran referee, to step in.
And now it is time for the man, the cruiserweight champion of the world. The longest reigning ever is Jai Opetaia. 29-0 with 23 knockouts as he has come stateside for this. To fight Brandon Glanton. The Zuffa World Championship belt will be awarded. Opetaia Glanton next.
Injuries, sickness, tired, broke up, get it done. Adrenaline, man, you just pump it. It's all or none. When you break them and they decide they don't want to come out of a corner or they can't physically get up, oh man, it's nothing like it.
Hello.
Yo.
Hey. You know what I'm thinking? What are you thinking? Hawks, Pelicans, Raptors, dinosaur parlay. Okay. I feel like mascots should affect the over-under, no? Try saying player props 3 times fast. Player props, player props, player props. A little easier than I thought it was going to be. I don't know. Ooh, betting in space? I'll be honest, I think the moon's overrated. I'm sorry. Back to my original thought. Oh my god.
Ken doesn't know everything, but he does know if you bundle your flights, cars, hotels, vacation rentals, you can save up to 30%.
Good, Horsey. Thanks, voice in the sky.
Expedia, the one place you go to go places.
Pizza Hut right now is offering any large pizza for just $10. That's right, any pizza, 5 toppings, on crust like tavern, thin and crispy, original pan, or hand tossed. At any time for just $10. Just download the Pizza Hut app now.
Safe Flight Repair, Safe Flight Replace.
Ooh, that's rough. At least with Safe Flight, you can get that fixed any way you want.
Anywhere I want.
Schedule a chip fix while I get my hair clipped? Yep, they can fix my glass while we fish for bass. If you want. They can recalibrate my safety features while I sit at home in my comfy pants? That one doesn't rhyme, but sure.
Get it fixed any way you want at SafeLight.com. Safe Flight Repair, Safe Flight Replace.
Well, for so many fighters around the globe, there's one single destination that defines you've made it. We're in Vegas, the fight capital of the world. And that is the case for Jai Opetaia making his his Vegas debut. He's been long understood as the cruiserweight champion, the longest reigning Ring Magazine lineal champion in the history of this 200-pound division, now facing the powerful American hopeful Brandon Glanton. Dre, break it down for us.
Well, if Brandon Glanton is going to have a shot in this fight, he's going to have to be physical. This is who he is. He likes to
Yeah,
wear opponents
here comes
down
Canada.
before he beats them up. It's not
Here
the
comes
punches
Canada,
always,
boys.
It's the physical strength. He pushes you to the ropes. He wears you down because that's what he wants to do once he wears you down. He wants to rip the short shot to the head, to the body. And thus far, that's been enough for Brandon Glanton. But the problem is he's got a guy who can do a lot in the boxing ring, and it starts with his feet. Quick feints with his feet. You never quite know when he's going to punch, what angle he's going to take. That's going to be a problem for Brandon Glanton. And that left hand of Opetaia, it has a mind of its own. It does what it wants to do. He can loop it like that. He can loop it to the body. He can throw it straight, and when it lands, it does damage.
Does it ever? Meta Apex is rocking tonight. This intimate, fan-friendly venue now is filled with celebs, including the undefeated middleweight Callum Walsh. And with Jai Opetaia here, the Aussies have come out. Grayson Waller, as well as the WWE superstar phenom Rhea Ripley. Richard Torres, the undefeated heavyweight, is sitting ringside tonight. As is Bomac, of course, the longtime trainer of Terrence Crawford, and the young up-and-coming Troy Nash. Hammer Hands is here. Julian Rodriguez, we were just talking about Max Kellerman. He had a great win on Zuffa Boxing. And Izzy Lamberti, the famed drummer, is ringside. Everybody out to see the best. The Cruiserweight Championship. Opetaia is the man who beat the man, and now Glanton's trying to become the man. We are ready. Zuffa World Cruiserweight Championship.
Jai Opetaia. Brandon Glanton. Why is this the right fight for Zuffa Boxing's first ever championship? It's got everything. Jai Opetaia is universally recognized as the #1 cruiserweight on the planet Earth.
My whole life's been molded for boxing.
He's making his case to be one of the big three in the history of a division that's almost half a century old. A world-class southpaw boxer who can really punch and has a lot of heart.
Strike three. Panama gets out of it.
But something tells me this fight ain't gonna be that easy. Glanton brings it. He's got heavy hands. He's gonna put them on you, body and head, and he's not going to stop till the fight is over. And that's usually with him standing.
Yeah, that's gonna get him knocked out against Jai Opetaia, bro. That's gonna get him slept.
I need to do my
That's
best.
the problem.
You know, I feel like I look way too much ammunition for. Let me see about that.
I'm gonna knock him out. Brandon Glanton's gonna fight like he's got nothing to lose. So there's a lot at stake for Jai Opetaia. The #1 cruiserweight in the world fights a non-stop punching machine who is coming at you to knock you out. I love this matchup.
Brandon Glanton. From football to late blooming boxer. But Dre, one thing remains the same with Glanton no matter what he has done in his athletic life. He likes close quarters. He likes full contact explosiveness. And he likes to overwhelm any opposition with violence.
Success for Brandon Glanton tonight means that he has to go about this the hard way. He's got to go through fire. He's got to go through that left hand of Opetaia, the right hooks of Opetaia. He's got to deal with the physical strength of Opetaia if he wants to have any success in this fight. He understands that, and I respect that about Brandon Glanton. He knows exactly who he is going into this fight.
There's no mystery here. Glanton has to get through the danger zone. He has to get through the fire. He's going to have to walk through it, get on the inside, and go to work. I see no other way for him to fight. I don't think he does either. The question is, look, once he gets inside, he has heavy hands, he's physical, he has more subtle technique than he ought to, considering he came to boxing late. He's a tough customer on the inside, but getting inside is the whole shooting match. Opetaia. He comes from a bloodline that takes incredible pride in their name and in their craft. The name has spanned 4 generations inside the ropes, doing work inside the ring. And Max, the craft they put forth for those generations is pain and is gain, withstanding it and delivering it. Understand, the man he won the title from, Opetaia won the title from, greatest. One of the best fighters in the history of the division. Only had 1 loss in his career. It was not a unanimous decision loss, a majority decision loss to Alexander Usyk, the reigning heavyweight champion of the world. And Jai, with a fractured jaw, won that fight by a wider margin against Freitas than Usyk did, and then did it again in the rematch. Jai is not playing games, and he has the temperament of a tough guy. Not just that he can outbox you like a southpaw, not just he can knock you out with the left hand, but he wants to get his lick back if you get one on him.
I like to call him a skillful guy that checks a lot of boxes with character. He's been tested, he's been through the fire, and he's come out on the other side, but he's going to go through some fire again tonight against Brandon Glanton.
Well, you saw those eyes of Jai Opetaia. I don't know how you can put that on the tail of the tape, but here's the look he gives. But Jai Opetaia possesses it. Brandon Glanton is the upset seeker. He's a top 10 ranked cruiserweight according to Ring Magazine. But Opetaia is the best in the world. It is the Zuffa Boxing World Cruiserweight Championship right now.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment we've all been waiting for is now! Live from the Meta Apex here in the fight capital of the world, Las Vegas, Nevada, this is the main event of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing this scheduled for the Ring Magazine and Zuffa Boxing Cruiserweight Championship of the world. It is sanctioned by the Nevada State Athletic Commission. The executive director is Jeff Mullen, and in attendance, the chairman, Dallas Hall. The 3 judges scoring at ringside: Eric G., Patricia Morse-Jarman, and David Sutherland. And inside the ring, your referee in charge of the action, Alan Huggins. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the judges are ready, the fighters are ready, the boxing world is ready. Las Vegas, make some noise if you are ready! Introducing you first, fighting in the blue corner, wearing solid black, he weighed in officially 200 pounds even. In 24 professional fights, his record an outstanding one standing at 21 victories, just 3 defeats, 18 big wins coming by way of knockout. He is the pride of Atlanta, Georgia. He is the number 10 ranked cruiserweight contender of the world. Here is the challenger, Brandon Bulletproof Glanton! And across the ring stands his opponent, fighting into the red corner. Wearing solid white trunks, he weighed in officially 199 and 1/2 pounds. In 29 professional fights, he
fight, the three of us have made the point that it seems pretty simple. Glanton very much knows his identity. Jai knows his advantages. And then, Dre, you have said location.
We are, boys.
Glanton can get
The main event of the evening.
against the ropes. He's dangerous. Otherwise, if it deals with footwork elsewhere in the ring, it's Jai.
There's a lot of danger getting from point A to point B for Brandon.
Opetaia already moved forward. I mean, Glanton already moved forward. My apologies.
Can he take the left hand of Opetaia? Can he deal with the footwork to get in a position to make things uncomfortable for the champion?
And there's also the question, because Jai is the champion, Ring Magazine champion, fighting for the Zuffa championship tonight, and Glanton is the number 10 contender. Can Jai fight in a way that makes people believe that he can go on to do things at heavyweight, which all the great cruiserweights...
Damn, 56 views, not bad. I'm happy with
He
that.
turned to us at one point this week and he said, 100% I will go to heavyweight at some point. But I want to accomplish everything there is to do where I am right now. He is the man.
Pace is nice and slow, which is good for Glanton. He's moving forward and it's not too fast. That's what you like to see from Glanton. You don't want to have this fight be fast paced. That'd be Opetaia whooping your ass. You gotta understand who you're in there again. Step one. Know your enemy.
So far, so good for Brandon Glanton.
I like them showing the rankings too. They don't usually do that in a boxing match. That's a fun thing. Glanton 10, Opetaia C. And they say that he's a 7-time defending champion as well. They give him credit for his actual title defenses. They're not super insular like the UFC would be. Zuffa cannot act like they're better than the rest of the sport. Too much.
To lighten those feet up of Brandon Glanton.
He's had great things to say about Terrell being in the corner, the role that he has played recently, in addition to Jason Jones, who has been...
Glanton backing him up so far, man. Hard to give this round to Opetaia. He hasn't landed too much. And Glanton is just big. He's big enough for Opetaia. Like, realistically, Opetaia is a huge cruiserweight. And Glanton is like a heavyweight-sized dude, to be honest. He's the definition of a cruiserweight, Glanton. He's big for a cruiserweight. Like, you think of, like, James Toney versus Vasily Jirov for a cruiserweight fight, for example. Glanton is way bigger than both those guys.
But if you're Glanton, you don't want to get hit with clean shots. And so far, he's avoided getting hit with those clean shots.
Glanton's, like, a lot bigger than, like, yeah, like, I mean, like, Roy Jones, he's bigger than... He's about the size of, like, Usyk. He's pretty much exactly the size of Usyk, actually, Glanton, I think. Looks like to me. Nice shot by Opetaia. That was the best shot of the round, though. Shot to the body, but Glanton's still moving forward. I might just be really generous and give that round to Glanton. He maybe didn't win it, though. I don't know how much he landed. Opetaia landed the better shot. He's frustrated after that round. I guess I'll give that round to Glanton. I'll give that round to Glanton just to be fun, and I'll get off of the main thing of my channel and back there, where we should be. Back to my scorecards. Nobody thinking about who won that round? Anybody?
Championship round for Jai Opetaia and the first championship round for Brandon Glanton.
I give it to Opetaia. I give round one to Opetaia. Glanton moved forward the entire time, but he didn't land anything. And Opetaia just lands those hard straights back to the body.
And Opetaia knows that, and he's not allowing that right
But
now.
I'm impressed by Glanton's feet right now because look at how much Opetaia is having to move in order to get that right foot on the outside. That's Glanton doing that. That's Glanton cutting off the ring. Even when it's not successful and Opetaia is able to slip out, he has to take 2 steps to Glanton's 1.
Opetaia's punching off of that movement now. Just single shots at the moment.
Went underneath with the left hand that time. Glanton still trying to corral him.
Good shot right
Sends
there.
the right hand to the body, does Glanton.
Doesn't seem like much.
Straight and accurate left hands from Opetaia.
See, in order to get outside, how much Opetaia is forced to move. Constant.
Glanton's also cutting that ring.
He's cutting it.
He's cutting the ring in half for Opetaia. He's meeting him where he wants to be.
So often, pressure fighters.
Hey man, Glanton's moving forward, bro.
Make mistakes just following
Glanton's
the other
moving
guy
forward, bro.
instead of trying to meet him where he's going to be and force him to go the other way. So far, Glanton hasn't forced Opetaia clockwise, but he has made Opetaia really work for his position.
And for the most part, Opetaia is circling away from that power right hand. Goes underneath again to the body with the left as Opetaia. And thought he could corral for a moment there. Opetaia back to the center of the ring.
Glanton's not landing much right now because he doesn't punch well on the move. He punches well in place when the opponent is stationary. And again, Opetaia's not allowing that to happen right now.
Whoa.
Now, Opetaia
No slip there from Glanton.
clockwise at times.
I think it's probably another Opetaia round. Again, Glanton's moving forward, but he's landing so little.
We told you about the pride and the bloodline of the
And whenever Opetaia has actually thrown shots,
There is the family's
he's looked better.
that is his uncle Tawaki with the Ulafama around his neck. His great uncle who has made the trip here to witness history. 4 generations.
Glanton's moving forward, though. He's keeping the fight at the fight is at Glanton's tempo. That's the problem for Opetaia. The problem is actually fighting the problem is the fighting is actually happening at Glanton's tempo. Yeah, Opetaia said it's calm. No, I think that's what he said. It's calm, like things are moving too slow. And he said no, he's scared of you, which I think is really interesting relative to what I just said.
Now you see
I don't necessarily know if that's true. Is Glanton scared of him? He's throwing punches, moving at him. Again, he hasn't landed anything square though. He has not landed anything that square.
they stepped on each other's feet a couple times because Opetaia is no longer decisively winning foot position every time.
Every chance that Glanton has to let his punches go, preferably to the body before he throws to the head, he needs to do so.
There he goes to the body tray.
Nice.
Having achieved position, now he can get some work done.
Yeah, this is the real estate he wants.
As the ring gets smaller and smaller until the opponent's back is on the ropes or in the corner.
But Glanton can't be too choosy on where he wants to land. He just has to throw.
Lower left-hand corner, you'll see the body shot that came in from the American Brandon Glanton.
Arms, biceps, shoulders, elbows, doesn't matter where for Glanton.
Part of the reason Glanton doesn't want to just throw right now is because he feels the power of Opetaia. He doesn't want to get hit clean. Which is smart and understandable, but he's got to negotiate that well if he's going to keep himself in this fight.
Glanton's got to get inside and then punch, as opposed to punching his way inside. Because
Smother, get off. Smother, get off.
Opetaia can push your lights out with that backhand.
Watch your feet. Watch your feet.
Close was distracted. Bro, I was spaced out for the start of the second round. Again, it's not bad from Glanton. They're fighting at his pace, man.
Glanton know there's a price for coming forward all the time.
Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Now. Go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go, Brandon.
And here's Glanton's actually best shot, Andre.
Yeah, look, Glanton out jabbing Opetaia.
Kind of likes it in there. Even when it's not in his best interest, he likes to fight.
Hand straight. Let it go. Let it go, Brandon.
Dre, all of a sudden, Opetaia is coming with those right uppercuts. Glanton sneaks his head forward a little bit.
Stop. Glanton's got some swelling right in the center of his forehead right now. His corner has to get on that immediately in between rounds.
Nice shot by Opetaia. Opetaia's left is great, man. Nice slip by Opetaia, too. It's another Opetaia round, bro.
So precision accurate, but thud.
And those are the shots that started the swelling that you see on the forehead.
On the bell.
A good round for Opetaia.
Yeah. 3-0.
If history has taught us anything, it's not to root against the underdog. It pays to know what's coming. Every great leap began with a bold
30-27, Jai Opetaia.
no shortage of second chances. Against impossible odds. You don't stand down. You swing first. Kalshi, trade on anything.
Trade on Jai Opetaia right now. I don't know if he gets a knockout, though. It's going to be interesting to see how this fight develops, actually. Because Opetaia has really had that left hand of the body, which is good. It's looked good. It's been the best looking punch of the fight. Glanton hasn't had a good looking punch. He's moved forward, but he somehow has managed to land basically nothing that like has looked all that great. And Opetaia just looks sharper. But I haven't seen that like especially with how tough Glanton is. Is that going to affect the knockout? I mean, Opetaia has special power, so probably. That left, really. That replay is gorgeous. That's a great looking left. But man, look at Glanton just swarming forward. Opetaia grabbing. Yeah, this is going to be a long fight. I think this could go all 12, but solid left by Opetaia. Yeah, exactly, Max. People hate on Max Kellerman too much, even today. Max Kellerman's great. I really don't think I'd be as into boxing as I am if it weren't for Max Kellerman.
This is about as good as he can fight, you would think, early in the fight. Pressure fighters usually take a while to get heated up anyway. And Opetaia is the best of the best in this division.
I like how Opetaia is not loading up. I like this. In his previous fights, he's made that mistake.
Nice short left there by Opetaia. Nice combo by Opetaia. Yeah, Glanton can't stand in the pocket like this. Glanton can't stand in the pocket like this. Glanton's success in those early rounds was a little too based on movement, I think, and now he's less able to move, and this isn't good. Glanton's got to move lateral and give angles and just circle more, and I don't know if he's going to do that. He's probably just going to stand in front of Opetaia and get punished. Yeah, he's starting to bludgeon him. Man, Glanton is tough, bro. Glanton is tough. A lot of guys would have been knocked out by that shot. A lot of guys would have been knocked out by that. I don't mean knocked down, I mean knocked out. A lot of guys would have been knocked out by that. Man. That was pretty. That was a right. That was a right. No, that was a left. That was a left. I'm tripping. He didn't switch stances. He's a southpaw. Southpaws trick me sometimes. Watch that. The only reason he hit him in the back of the head is because Glanton's moving slowly. Glanton's just standing right there. Of course he hit him in the back of the head. Opetaia is an entire like 2 steps ahead of Glanton at times when they're trading. Glanton can't trade with Opetaia. He's got to do what he was doing in the first 2 rounds and keep it slow. This is too up tempo actually. This is too fast. This is Opetaia's pace, actually. Now. That staying far away and moving in from distance is what was getting Glanton close to winning those rounds. He never won a round, but he got close in the first two. But now that they're just standing and trading, Opetaia is just winning. Bruh. Glanton lunges in with a big 1-2. Completely misses. Opetaia just pops him with an uppercut. Levels. 4-0. 40-36. If you haven't scored any other way, get your eyes checked. Brandon Glanton's like, Brandon Glanton has a look on his face like, what are you possibly going to say to me, trainer? What are you possibly going to say to me? Yeah, make your punches count is a good point. He should throw a little harder. Opetaia is still sitting up. Glanton's like leaned back on the stanchion, and Jai is up and ready to go. Posture says a lot. I don't think this fight's going the distance anymore. Glanton can't move as well anymore. This fight might not get to the 7th or 8th round, to be honest with you. Glanton is really tough, man. This is how, honestly, I hate to say it, it's how you get CTE. That's how you get CTE. Just standing right in front of dudes and getting damaged. That's being able to take punishment is a really good attribute as a boxer. It's also a really good way to get brain damage, bro. Cycle. Stinging like a bee is cool. Floating like a butterfly is better. I've always said that. Floating like a butterfly is slightly preferable to stinging like a bee. Better to do both, though. Better to do both, though. I don't think Glanton is doing either. Glanton doesn't seem to be stinging that much either. He's got good foot positioning. That's why Max Kellerman, people are clowning on Kellerman for keeping talking about Glanton's foot positioning. Because it is kind of goofy. Why are you harping on foot positioning? But it is like the thing that he's doing best, and honestly kind of the only thing he's doing well. Really. It's the only thing he's really doing that well. Is staying in front of Opetaia, which is that even a good thing? Like, you can call me boring, you can, but like, there, he landed something in that exchange. He did. He landed a right there, Glanton. Opetaia landed right back though. Doesn't change like who won the round. It's still an Opetaia round. What I was going to say is I was converted by that Teofimo Shakur fight, man. Shakur won that whole fight moving back. And I'm seeing all these fighters tonight moving forward and getting punished. And it's like, learn how to move backwards. Learn how to fight off the back foot. I know it's not easy. Easier said than done. It's an art form and a tough one to master, but a lot harder than just moving forward. But damn. I mean, Shakur proved it. If you can fight moving backwards, do it. There you go.
That's why Glanton is not throwing a lot with both hands, because he's afraid of those types of moments right there. Opetaia can open up in a split second and land that kind of shot.
Glanton's head is out over his lead knee and sitting there like T-ball.
Man, yeah. Opetaia is just... Glanton is landing some good shots. Oh, nice uppercut. Another nice uppercut. Nice cross by Glanton. I mean, by Opetaia. By Glanton. Glanton didn't land anything. Opetaia trips. Low blow? I'm assuming low blow. I'm assuming low blow. Oh yeah, that's low. I think it's on the thigh. That doesn't look like it's in the bad part. It looks like it's on the thigh. That's 5-0, man. Glanton isn't even walking correctly anymore. Didn't even look good walking back to his corner. Looks unsteady on his feet. This fight is not. I don't know if this fight goes past round 8. That's the very latest, I think. I doubt Glanton makes it to round 10. I got a 50-45. Again, this is a one-sided ass whooping. At this point, I'm just kind of hoping that Brandon Glanton doesn't take too much damage. And it's just like I said in my video, like, what is the point, man? What is the point of fights like this sometimes, you know? How is this any different from what we've seen in boxing for a very long time, Zuffa? How is this a different product? Those undercard fights were great. That's cool. There's also been good undercard fights for all of boxing history. That's not a new thing. There being good fights on an undercard. The undercard fights being better than the main event. I mean, this hasn't been a bad card at all. This isn't a bad main event either. It's a very explosive offensive fight, but I'm sure if I was there in the building, this fight would be immensely entertaining. But watching from home and knowing what to expect, I'm sitting here more worried for Brandon Glanton's health in the future than anything. He doesn't seem to be landing very many concussive punches to Opetaia. And Opetaia, the shots are very, very powerful. And just faster with more finish. Just plain faster with more finish. Another nice shot by Opetaia. Glanton is so tough. Glanton is so tough, man. It's very impressive how tough Brandon Glanton is. Like, definite props to Brandon Glanton. And this is a very old school, very bruising, very physical fight. They're right in front of each other, standing and trading. It's definitely Glanton's fight, but he's not winning the exchanges. He doesn't have the better hands. He doesn't have the faster hands. He's not a southpaw. He's just getting himself hurt in there. And the ref is pretty close right now, actually. The ref's pretty close. And that's partially because Glanton really isn't landing anything powerful enough. I don't know where the power shots are from Glanton. It's got to be frustrating for him. His power shots don't look like power shots. I'm sure he's trying to throw power shots, but compared to Opetaia, the natural power for Opetaia is crazy. It is a really good matchup for Opetaia. It makes him look very good. But, I mean, it's easy to make Opetaia look good, but it's a terrible style matchup standing right in front of Opetaia. It makes me want to see him fight a boxer. A real proper defensive mover. I mean, Glanton has been holding the entire fight. If you're going to enforce those rules on holding, I get that there are a lot of traditionalists that don't like that. I mean, there's a lot of fighters from back in the day who would do nothing but clinch and shoulder frame and hold, and that used to be a much bigger part of the sport. But Glanton has been doing it for the entire fight, and Opetaia does try to back up, and he just keeps holding him. So, I mean, if the ref is in there and he sees it, so we dock a point here in round 6. Number 1, Glanton. Holding. So this round will probably be a 10-8 for Opetaia. Because, again, I've seen nothing from Glanton. Again, it's still Glanton's fight. They're standing and trading, but that's Opetaia's happy to. So, I mean, is it really Glanton's fight? Opetaia's happy to do this.
That uppercut has been a very useful weapon for Opetaia. Good fight.
Yeah, the best shots from Glanton have been from in close.
On the inside is where he needs to be. Look at Opetaia's eyes, even on the inside, in the middle of the chaos. Wide open.
That's another round. It's going to be a 10-8 due to the point being docked. 10-8. And that goes 60 to 53. This is a blowout. Like I said, I don't see this going through the 8th round. I don't know when his corner would stop because he also impressively he doesn't have any really. Does he have visible damage to his face? I don't see any really visible cuts. He has some swelling on the forehead there, and on the nose. That's about it. A lot of guys would already be knocked out unconscious if they got hit by those shots from Opetaia. The toughness from Brandon Glanton is unbelievable.
Guys showing a full arsenal tonight. Straight left, right down the middle.
I said Glanton's the same size as Usyk earlier. That is not true. He's 5'11". 79-inch reach ain't bad, though. I think Usyk has a... Doesn't Usyk have an 81-inch reach? Man, nice shot by Opetaia to start the round. Big left, and Glanton just takes it once again. Man, Opetaia is popping these combinations. Opetaia is looking to put on a show right now. Opetaia is looking to flash the skills. Now Opetaia is backing up. It's like I said, Opetaia, you're making a guy who's already the better fighter backing up back up. It's just not... There was never really a game plan for Glanton to win this fight, no. As Panama versus Canada in the WBC starting back up again after the rain delay in the 9th inning. Nice uppercut by Opetaia.
Watch that right hand from the southpaw Opetaia behind the head of Glanton on the inside. That was the warning from Alan Huggins.
Another nice left by Opetaia. Good right, left, right. Go right hook by Opetaia off the back foot. Yeah, Glanton has lost some of the volume this round. That might be a good thing to lower the pace a little bit. The fight was actually a little bit more for Glanton when the pace was lower. But I don't know what is actually stopping Opetaia from throwing all that volume. Glanton is still holding and grabbing. And I don't know why they aren't taking another point, because if he already took a point from him for grabbing and clinching, it's about all Glanton's doing. It's a wrestling match, man. Max is like, this is good stuff. They're having a hugging competition right now. Is this Greco-Roman wrestling that I'm watching? The Henry Armstrong shoulder framing, this is not. Vintage inside scrap. And it is. It's a vintage inside scrap. It is, but it's not a... It's not that kind of slip and move shoulder framing, if you know what I mean. It's shoulder framing for the sake of trying to have Jai Opetaia not knock you out. He's just trying to not be at that super dangerous distance, which I respect. But he's getting hit with a lot of hooks and a lot of short shots. And those are still bad, and uppercuts especially. Opetaia, that uppercut is free from pretty much everywhere. Nice one to the body. All 7 rounds. It's Opetaia. (70-62) Jai Opetaia after 7 rounds, so no knockdown, but there's that extra point for the hold. And I don't know when the ref is going to take another point, because Glanton's going to hold even more. I don't know why he wouldn't. His goal here has got to just be try to not get finished. I don't know, though. The deeper into the fight it gets, though, the better chance I guess Glanton has to land something big. But Glanton's shots weren't really landing that hard on Opetaia in the early rounds, to be honest. He doesn't have as much power as Opetaia does. It doesn't look like he can hurt Opetaia that bad, to be honest. His shots don't really have that stinging finish on them that you need. At least that I've seen so far. I hope he lands a big one eventually.
This fight started to change around round number 4 when Opetaia found his groove.
But then rounds 5, 6, and 7, the punches landed. He went from averaging about 12 punches a round in the first 4 rounds to 33, 35, and 33 punches landed in the last round by Opetaia. The reason Opetaia is a boxer.
That's a low blow, right?
Outside.
5 seconds. 5 seconds. Step over there. Step over there.
Is that a low blow?
Step over there.
Here's the low blow. Replay. Lower left. Again,
Oh yeah, that's very low. That's very low. Yeah, it was. Yes, Brandon Glanton, that was low. Glanton's like, no, it wasn't. Like, yeah, it was. That was low. That was the definition of a low blow right there. He's not taking a point. He's lucky he's not taking a point. Yeah, big swelling on the forehead there of Glanton, like I said. Oh, 1 point. Took another point. He did take a point. Yeah. That's fair. I get it. It's a second low blow. He did it before. And it was a very blatant low blow. I mean, Opetaia has kept it the definition of clean. I don't know why you want... Glanton was always going to have to try to make the fight dirty. It's not surprising. Man, the Sacramento Kings are 15 and 50. Yeesh. 15 and 50. Good laugh by Opetaia again. Nice uppercut by Opetaia. He's making Glanton chase him. Glanton is still chasing him, which honestly props.
Short right hand on the inside from Glanton. Fell into that position. There wasn't much offense coming back from Opetaia, and he filled it with a short right hand.
Glanton's not getting the better of these exchanges at all, but he's not going to stop trying. He's not going to stop coming forward. Whatever you do to him, you're going to have to do.
At some point, Opetaia might consider pushing Glanton back. Opetaia's physically strong and he hits hard.
Most guys that love to come forward, they tend not fight going backwards.
Series of left hands from the champ.
I think Opetaia, that's that right hook.
It's another low blow. It's another low blow by Glanton. He didn't call it. Good uppercuts by Opetaia.
It's a hard shot that Opetaia's throwing.
Nice punches by Opetaia. Great little uppercuts to the body. The uppercuts from Opetaia have been there all fight long. I don't know where the fight went for me, but that's another Opetaia round. My feed died, but... Oh, did my phone die? I think my phone just died. Oh, that sucks. Okay, Opetaia's winning. I got the fight up on Paramount on my computer. I'm fairly sure that I can do that. But I had the fight on my phone, and now it's dead. But again, I'm not trying to break copyright here. Paramount, watch live. I can get the fight on here for just a second. But I will not be streaming it. I'm not breaking copyright.
When you right off that head movement, let it go in combination. One at a time, not gonna get it. You hear me? All right, let's go. Keep your spirit up.
They're still dealing with the swelling in the middle of the forehead that started in round number 3 and now is flattened out hematoma.
That's, you know, what is that called?
I know, the swelling is crazy on.
Like that. Hasim Rahman, but that was Evander Holyfield's head that did that.
That's right.
I cannot recall a hematoma like that didn't come from a headbutt.
No, typically it's from a class.
It's from Jai Opetaia having massive power. That's what the hematoma comes from.
Rodriguez fight many years ago. There was a grotesque Hasim Rahman. This was from a punch.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember something like that from a punch. And
Yeah, I mean, are they going to stop the fight because of it? Like, the fight's got to be stopped because of something eventually. I can't see Glanton getting all 12. Opetaia coming forward, coming at him.
Trying to get around that guard. Opetaia working underneath.
Just get the feeling watching Glanton in this fight that there's some cruiserweights in the top 10 he would beat tonight, but not this guy.
I don't know about that, Max. I don't know about that. I don't know how many top 10 cruiserweights Glanton beats. I haven't seen that much finish on his punches. There's not that much menace on his shots, man. He's, again, like it's like Max was talking about. His foot positioning is the best thing about his game. He's got really good foot positioning, and he's really good at getting in front of you. But when he can't outbox you, when he can't outpunch you, that's not a good thing. I don't understand how that's a good thing when you're just going to get outpunched.
Great descriptive, disciplined.
Glanton hasn't been on the back foot at all, and he's just gotten punished for it. Opetaia has just been beating him up off the back foot. These easy back foot uppercuts, man. Opetaia has been landing those uppercuts at will the whole fight. And the faster the tempo gets, the better Opetaia looks. That's been true the whole fight.
Corner did say if you're going to be there, give him angles, and that's when Jai Opetaia is at his best, is when he's inside or mid-range, giving angles, punching off those angles.
No knockdown.
And he tripped as he was coming out the side against those ropes.
All right. Box.
Good sharp left hand right there from Opetaia.
Two nice lefts by Opetaia. Another uppercut, left uppercut by Opetaia. Man, yeah, Glanton's forehead is so swollen. You know Opetaia sees that and he's aiming right for it. And again, Glanton's just going to stand right in front of you, so what's stopping him? So what's stopping him from throwing?
It's hard for the opponent.
Opetaia is physically strong, too.
Opetaia has won every round of this fight. And none of them have really been particularly close.
Look here, you shooting jab, lazy as shit. Come on, now you got to sharpen up. You got 9 minutes, all right?
Explode that motherfucker. I want you to explode inside, bro. I want you to get in the inside. Pin him. Get his legs to stop moving. And then execute in succession. 2 shots at a time, quick succession. 3 shots, quick succession. Up and down. Put them all toward the torso. Let them duck into it.
How you feeling? Come on, man. You're better than that. He's broken. You just got to finish it off. You can't finish it off sitting in the pocket, mate.
Can't finish it off sitting in the pocket. You have to keep finding your distance. Just smile. Just smile on that.
Opetaia showing a full arsenal tonight. Great timing, great placement. Upper, right hook. Wait, boom. Shot doesn't seem like much, but that's the shots, the straight lefts that are causing the hematoma on the forehead of Brandon Glanton.
Round number 10, it was interesting to hear the corner.
I have it 90 to 79 right now.
In there saying it's time to finish
Those point deductions. Glanton literally needs a knockout. I mean, duh. He's down. How many? 11 rounds? He's down 11 rounds, 9 rounds into the fight.
Glanton has heavy hands. It's just selfishly as a boxing fan, I just like watching.
It's just a dominant one-sided destruction by Jai Opetaia right now. And I think a lot of guys would just be KO'd. The fight would be over. Glanton's got this giant swelling on his forehead. He's just taking an unnatural amount of punishment here.
walking into those shots.
And I just worry about a fighter's health in a fight like this. And I wish that there were more. There was just stronger power to these punches from Glanton. The fight would be a lot more interesting if Glanton was landing real power shots on Opetaia, but he's not. And Opetaia with another giant uppercut.
You're seeing it. Yeah.
The uppercut is free for Opetaia.
Really
He can throw uppercuts whenever he wants to
And
in this
look,
fight, man.
Glanton has the right
The
style.
definition of
He
landing
looks
at will
look
with that
impressive
uppercut.
because he's going to bring the heat. So the work rate will be high as Glanton's coming in. That's what's happening. But, you got to have the skills to do it. Look at how many things Opetaia does
Man,
right.
nice combo by
Foot's on
Opetaia.
the outside of the orthodox fighter's foot.
And now it's Opetaia really determining the ring position. That's something that's changed in this round, actually. Glanton is not moving forward at him. Opetaia is backing Glanton up now. Yeah, and again, the uppercut is free. Nice counter by Glanton. That was his best punch the whole fight. Big counter. Hook over the top. There we go. That was something by Glanton that actually shocked Opetaia, but
wasn't this big. No. Dempsey wasn't this big.
man, Opetaia still landing clean shots and a nice uppercut right onto that left eye of Brandon Glanton.
That shot from Glanton is a reminder why
Punches landed 190 to 94 for Opetaia. Nice left by Opetaia.
Look at the blood from the mouth of Glanton.
Man, nice combo by Opetaia. Beautiful combination.
That rhythm offensively here as we come to the end of round number 10. Head to the championship rounds here. The first time ever, history will be made tonight. The Zuffa title belt will be awarded.
On the bell. Time.
Yep. I mean, same thing. Best shot of the fight for Glanton there. And Glanton may make it the distance. Be worried about, worried about his health in the future if he makes it the distance. But I think he's going to make it the distance.
That's a goal. That's it. Better man. Here to go. Just stay close. Stay close. Turn them on right now, all right? You cannot stand at the inside of this punch, all right? I told you, either you in there or you out of there.
100 to 88 right now for Opetaia.
Do it again, all right? Come on, baby. I care about
Panama beats Canada 4-3 in the
This
WBC.
reason right here, this shot
That's a tough loss
is
for
the
Canada.
very
I think
reason
Canada are
why
eliminated,
Opetaia's
basically.
corner doesn't want him anywhere near
It's not enough offense from Canada. Canada kind of had a team built around their offense, and they didn't really hit as well as they needed to. Lots of singles and doubles when there should have been home runs. It's a big win for Panama, who I picked with Colombia to be surprising teams. I was wrong about Colombia. Colombia underperformed.
He's a really well-rounded fighter. As I said, he's really good all three distances. He can hit hard, the whole thing. He has skills. He's quick, but he's not one of these lightning-fast guys, right? Who is going to get through a fight pristine and never get hit. And so he fights like who he is, a physically strong, complete boxer puncher.
As long as you don't foul. Okay, I'm gonna let you get inside. As long as you don't foul and hold.
He's definitely a boxer puncher.
Alan Huggins trying to rein in the frustration of Brandon Glanton. We're here in the round.
Yeah, Glanton has been resorting to a lot of dirty stuff to try to
Zuffa Cruiserweight World Championship. Lineal in the ring.
keep just try to stop himself from getting KO'd, to be honest with you. Minimize damage. A lot of framing. Answering back those uppercuts, them straying low. But again, he doesn't really have the accuracy or the finish on his shots that Opetaia does. He finally found that big overhand. Big overhand right last round and landed a nice flush shot, but that was the first one all fight, to be honest.
Sometimes from the referee's perspective,
And it's a tough inside fight for Glanton. I mean, again, live, this would be an incredibly entertaining spectacle because of how Glanton is moving forward, but
That is the first point introduction in the career of Jai Opetaia. By the way, Jai Opetaia, what I was about to say before
Opetaia got a point off in this round? Okay. So it's going to be a 9-9.
We're against Bradis, one of the best going, and of course the famous fight with the broken jaw when he won the ring.
Man, what a cross by Opetaia. Gorgeous.
He's never been dominated like this. No, he has losses, but he's never been dominated like this. And listen, he's got a lot of heart. He's landing some heavy shots still here and there.
Man, Opetaia is so... Opetaia really does have some crazy speed.
Strong guy. Played college football.
Not sure what that was. No knockdown.
And you could see that physical strength. You know, he's not a 200-pounder. He's a 288-pounder that trained down.
Opetaia marching back forward.
Rocky Marciano was a 220-pounder trained down to 180 and change, right? But that physical strength shows up in the
Total
ring.
punches, Opetaia 208 to Glanton 105. 43% for Opetaia, 39% for Glanton. Yeah, see, like, Opetaia is actually out-throwing Glanton, which is surprising given how much Glanton is moving forward. But the fact of the matter is, a lot of Glanton, when Glanton moves forward, he just throws his arms out. He's not punching. He's just grabbing at Opetaia and trying to clinch him. Ooh, and now Opetaia backing Glanton up. Yeah, he's backing Glanton up. This is the most hurt Glanton's actually looked in the whole fight. And that's saying something, because it clearly takes a lot to hurt Glanton. And the ref hasn't even thought about stopping it. Now he's moving a little closer and giving it more of a look. Because Opetaia is really landing and clearly trying to finish. And Glanton's feet aren't looking too good now. Again, they may stop this at some point here in the next 3 minutes, to be honest with you. They may stop it in the corner with all that damage. Glanton doesn't look that good anymore. But the truth is, if the main concern is protecting your fighter from Glanton's corner, the fight would have been stopped already. Oh, brutal. There's a point deduction in there, so it's 9-9. Opetaia won the round too. The current score 109-97 for Jai Opetaia.
That happened earlier.
Who's going to be an 8-time defending cruiserweight champion, if you do consider the Zuffa boxing belt to be a real title, which technically it is not still recognized by anybody but themselves.
He gets disciplined by Jai Opetaia. Glanton is...
But to be honest, I don't know about all that. That Zuffa boxing is going to put on a lot of the biggest championship fights in the future. No reason not to see it as a real title.
Glanton was hoping that his offense and his toughness was enough, but it has not.
You just got to deal with the fact that there's 6 goddamn belts now in every weight class. Thanks.
You know, what's job number 1?
Thanks for that, boxing gods.
The biggest picture is keep your back off the ropes.
There's going to be 8, dude.
I was on the ropes once or twice the entire fight.
There's going to be 10 eventually. By 2055, there's going to be 10 belts in every weight class, and there's going to be 35 weight classes.
I did all the right stuff.
There'll be a weight class every 3 pounds. And there'll be 10 belts in every weight class. Can you imagine how many sanctioning fees they'd be able to get people to pay with that? There'd be a Zuffa boxing card every night. All the jobs will be taken by AI, so if you want to make money, you just have to fight on TV. What a wonderful future we have as a society.
He is a tough, determined, gritty guy.
Can you imagine?
Look at the accuracy from Opetaia.
Opetaia wants to stop.
Or we could stop replacing everybody with fucking robots. Can you imagine? Although, honestly, robot boxing would be pretty dope, actually. I take that back. Maybe we should replace everybody with robots. They're already replacing streamers with robots. I'm sorry I'm not a kawaii anime girl with fat titties, by the way. I apologize for that every stream. I should apologize for that more often.
The uppercuts.
159 head punches for Opetaia, yeah. CTE. CTE. Glanton has brain damage, bro. Glanton has been given brain damage by Jai Opetaia in this fight, unfortunately. That's what this was always going to be. This was always going to be Brandon Glanton standing in front of Jai Opetaia and getting beaten down. Props to him for not getting finished, but this wasn't like a Rocky movie. He didn't really hurt Opetaia. Opetaia wasn't really threatened, challenged. Very easy, one-sided, dominant victory, albeit for a dominant champion who fights nothing but one-sided fights. I mean, Opetaia needs to move up to heavyweight. The best fight for Jai Opetaia is Alexander Usyk, man. There we go, and he staggers Glanton with a big shot. Staggers Glanton with a big shot, but Glanton's so tough. Glanton doesn't give a shit. Glanton's still in there. Lands another big shot. Glanton's still not out of there. Another combination. Glanton has a head made of absolute titanium, dude. Glanton became a professional boxer for a reason. A brutal body shot from Opetaia. I mean, dude, if Glanton hasn't been finished already, Opetaia landed a shot in round 4 that would have killed a lot of people, right? Opetaia landed a shot in round 4 that would have had a lot of guys knocked clean out. He's landed a lot more punches to Glanton that would have knocked a lot of men out. And Glanton has not gotten knocked out. Glanton is tough. And Glanton's still holding and the ref not taking points, but it is what it is. Just for the safety of the fighter, it's good to let the clock run out here. Glanton would be smart to stop moving forward, but he just keeps moving forward and takes another uppercut. And Jai Opetaia, smartly, giving Brandon Glanton a big hug there after the fight ends. I would too. That is a hard-earned paycheck for Brandon Glanton, man. This is a dirty business sometimes. That's one of those fights you honestly don't like to see. I would have rather they stopped that fight, but Glanton is so tough. How do you? He didn't really look visibly affected enough by any of those shots, so how do you stop that fight? Like, genuinely. It's really hard for me to say, you know? At what point there would have been for the ref to stop the fight? I mean, even as late as round 10, Glanton landed a big shot over the top. But like I said in my preview video, this fight was always just set up for Opetaia to just punish his opposition. It's not like Glanton was the most obvious title contender. He's really just there to be tough and to let Opetaia put on a show, and that's what happened. That the uppercut was just there all night. Glanton was just, I'm going to position myself right in front of you, and we're going to stand and trade. And the truth is, Opetaia had faster hands, southpaw, more angles, better movement. I mean, yeah, Glanton had very good footwork, like Max Kellerman was saying repeatedly in the early rounds. He had great footwork to consistently get in front of Opetaia, but if the tempo picked up at all, which that's not up to Brandon Glanton, that's up to Jai Opetaia, thank you very much, how fast the tempo is. If the tempo picked up at all, he was screwed. So all Opetaia basically had to do once he got in the pocket was let his hands go, and Glanton really didn't have a chance. Glanton's best defense in this fight was having a hard head. And, you know, like I said, you worry about a fighter's health. After taking punishment like that. And, you know, that's Glanton's game plan. Stand and trade, stand and bang. It's very old school. It's very throwback. You know, the old school boxing fans will love it. He's a fighter he's a fighter out of a different era, certainly. I think he would fit in the heavyweight division. That's what I said, bro, in my preview video. He's like a 60s or 70s heavyweight brawler. You know what I mean? He's not afraid to stand in front of you and trade. But unfortunately, Glanton doesn't really seem to have a reliable big shot. He landed a nice overhand right there in the 10th, like I said, but I was waiting the whole fight for him to land something big. He was moving forward with a lot of intention, but a lot of times he was also grabbing and holding, and there was a lot of dirty stuff by Glanton in the fight. There were some low blows. Also the holding. He was grabbing over and over. He got 1 point deducted for holding in the 6th round, which is very early. And I get it. You know, the ref's trying to get him to cut it out, but he didn't cut it out. He kept holding for the entire fight. And at a certain point, you realize that he's holding to just, you know, minimize the head damage that he's taking.
Magazine Cruiserweight World Champion, and now the inaugural Zuffa Boxing Cruiserweight Champion of the World.
They still have the IBF belts in the ring, which is funny. He got 3 belts on in the ring.
Champ. That was a tremendous performance against a very determined fighter who tried to do everything right, and yet you were able to win at every distance, long, middle, even on the inside. How do you grade this performance?
My coach isn't happy. It was all right. You know, I knew Brendan was going to bring it. You know, I knew it was going to be a hard fight, and I knew he was tough as nails. You know, it was I'm happy I got the win. You know, moving in this next chapter of the Zuffa champion. Let's go. Man.
Why wasn't your coach happy? I know on the inside you give him some chances, but you were also dominating the fight inside.
I felt like I was dominating on the inside too. That's why I got a bit comfortable in there. But they were, you know, we got to work on that. Thank you everyone for coming out. Look at this. We practiced the Samoan Nation, the Australians. Look at that. Look at these flags. Oh, it made me want to cry.
Were you gunning for the knockout in the 12th round? You heard him, but I just don't think it's humanly possible to knock this guy out because he was taking some huge shots. Were you gunning for that stoppage?
Oh man, I'm just a kid from fucking Central Coast, bro. Half Samoan, half Australian. To be here in Las Vegas. Watashi lava, watashi lava.
Jai. Jai, you're the recognized Ring Magazine Cruiserweight champ. You are now the Zuffa, the first ever Zuffa champion, Cruiserweight champion of the world. Who would you like to make your first title defense against? Zuffa title defense.
Man, I'm chasing the belts. You know, I know there's been a lot of white noise and stuff. A lot of stuff on social media. But I'm just hoping it gets worked out and we can still chase that goal. I have not lost track of it, and I never have. I've been stripped once before, I've been stripped again. I'll get the belt back and I'll become undisputed.
I think you are undisputed. You just don't know that yet. But in the eyes of most boxing fans, you are already undisputed in spite of whatever belts have to say. Zurdo Ramirez is fighting David Benavidez, and that would seem to be the next big fight in this division. Is that what you're interested in?
Definitely. You know, the WBC, WBO,
I want that he should fight the winner of that fight. That's really the obvious one.
I've made it very, very clear. And now I'm holding the most belts. So I got 3 belts, he's got 2, and the other one's got 1. So let's get it on.
Jai, finally, I know you have said in the past
that's
you don't
6.
Like
There's 6 freaking belts now. You heard him say it.
However,
it's official.
Division,
There's 6 belts in the cruiserweight division.
Go up to heavyweight, Evander Holyfield,
Alexander
Usyk, and you are
Game's gone.
to become the 3rd name mentioned.
Game's never been more gone. What's
You're
the final
already
score
in
here?
the running for that. When could we expect you to move up to heavyweight?
Undisputed first. Don't lose track of what I'm trying to say. Undisputed, and then we talk about the other ones.
Congratulations, Jai. That was fun to watch.
13-point fight, 119-106. Jai Opetaia.
I don't think anybody disputes that that is the cruiserweight champion of the world. What a performance by Jai Opetaia against top 10 Ring Magazine ranked Brandon Glanton. As you see now, he has the Zuffa title. That strap, that
a couple more great fights on this card.
70 carats of diamonds.
I will continue my post-fight thoughts right now. I'll make this a video on the channel. Salas versus Sriracha was great. I was really annoyed that Ward kept calling him Sriracha. That's not his name. That's a sauce from Thailand, I think. It was annoying. Max Kellerman started the fight calling him Sriracha, which is his actual name. Then switched to Sriracha a couple rounds into the fight with Ward, and then fortunately switched back. Made the smart decision to switch back to his real name of Sriracha. But Andre Ward just insisted, despite his undefeated record, on calling this man Jesus Sriracha for the entire fight, even though he is Mexican and not Thai. I don't even know if he likes Sriracha sauce. I haven't asked him. Salas landed the bigger shots in this fight from the beginning. He had the more powerful hands, shorter fighter. It seemed to me, actually, it says here they're the same size. It didn't look like that in the ring. It looked to me like Salas was shorter, but he could have just had a lower stance. He was definitely coming from a lower center of gravity, throwing shots with a lot more menace and malice. Sriracha had a nice 1-2 back up the middle, but that's part of why this fight ended in a KO, and I think why the ref stopped the fight, because Sriracha just wasn't landing any hooks. He wasn't able to get inside and land hooks. He was able to pop back with a 1-2, but Salas was basically able to land at will. And this was honestly kind of fight of the night to me, Rubio versus Palma. I still can't believe Rubio won this fight. Palma knocked Rubio down twice, man. That was a great fight. That was an awesome fight. If you missed that fight, go back and watch it. I mean, all these fights are free on Paramount. That was a banger. That was definitely fight of the night. Very, very impressed with Rubio. Rubio's a warrior, man. They said that he took some time off boxing to start his own gym. He's still not even 30 years old yet. I think he's 15-0 now after that win. He got knocked down twice by Palma. Let me check my scorecard. He got knocked down twice by Palma in the third round. Palma won round 3, 10-7. But then Rubio ran the entire fight. I had him winning 5, 6, 7, and 8. I had him winning round 2 as well. I think a lot of the judges had him winning round 1. I had Palma winning round 1, and that made my fight a draw. I think the judges had it differently. I think the judges had Rubio winning round 1, so they had him winning by 1 round, whereas I had Palma winning round 1, so I had the fight a draw, 75-75. With that 10-7 round 3. But either way, what really matters is that Rubio won the vast majority of the rounds in this fight, no matter how you score it. And he ended up winning the fight on all 3 judges' scorecards, which is pretty crazy when Palma landed 2 knockdowns, and for a while looked like he was going to win this fight by knockout. But instead, Rubio, with really constant pressure and size. He was the bigger fighter, and he just threw constantly. Like I said, it reminded me a lot of Figueroa versus Ball recently, how Figueroa won that fight. Just constantly moving forward, constantly throwing, constantly using his size, using those straights and jabs to get inside and land the hooks after the straights and jabs, never stopping moving forward. That Shark nickname, very, very apt. Very apt nickname there. Shark for Pablo Rubio Jr. And Pannon had a really good performance against Bunch as well. Bunch didn't really look great in this fight, though. He didn't throw very many shots. Vlad Pannon didn't start very good, but he eventually was able to find his volume and find his rhythm, mainly because Bunch wasn't really giving him much in return. And I think eventually when Pannon started throwing shots, Bunch even then would back off even more because he didn't want to get hurt. I was very frustrated with how Bunch wasn't throwing in the second half of this fight, but I realized that he was getting hurt when Pannon would throw back, and he just didn't want to get hurt more. So it was not a great effort by Shenard Bunch, not a spirited effort. Pannon definitely had more spirit and more effort and vigor in there, and I think that's why he ended up winning the fight ultimately. Necessarily, I think maybe Shenard Bunch, if he would have had a better start to the fight or maybe come into the fight a little more motivated, he could have won that fight. But I think Pannon just seemed to be a little more motivated, a little more on the up and up, and a little more professional, to be honest with you. A little more in a, upward trajectory in his career, whereas Bunch is more of a, established professional. And Juarez versus Anderson, this was kind of a boring fight. They didn't throw that much. 2 heavyweights, they were making fun of them. The announcers were honestly making fun of their weight before the fight. Two less fit guys, but Juarez didn't look awful. Juarez could be a decent heavyweight matchup for honestly to make a higher level prospect look good. It's unfortunately the way that this sport works, but Juarez has some nice offense, right? I mean, if you want to test the prospect against the guy who's going to give offense back the other way, Juarez wouldn't be bad opposition. But Anderson, very minimal activity from Anderson. Jabbing, obviously trying to establish that big shot over the top and never really seeming to get it all that established. This was a pretty rough card at the start. There were some boring fights. This fight was boring. This fight was boring. This fight wasn't the most exciting. But Rubio versus Palma was awesome. That was a great fight. That really started. And then Sauce versus Sriracha was close and well contested. And both fighters gave very, very good account of themselves. But Salas definitely was the better fighter from the jump, looked better from the jump. And Sriracha had fewer ideas. But Sriracha is also still very young. And it's a very tough fight for him to take. I think if I was a 24-year-old fighter with 2 losses, I wouldn't take such a tough fight and risk my 3rd loss so much, especially as an underdog. And he was an underdog for a reason he lost the fight. But, it's a big stage, the co-main event of a Zuffa boxing event. I don't blame him for taking that. And hopefully he stays in the Zuffa boxing fold. But he's going to need to expand that skill set a little more. He wasn't really able to ever get in and land any effective hooks on the shorter fighter. I think he would have done well to... He threw plenty of uppercuts, but he would have done well to throw even more uppercuts in this fight. I think he ended up relying and going back to that 1-2, and it's part of why the fight got stopped, because he wasn't showing the referee anything other than that counter 1-2 back. And Opetaia versus Glanton, like I said, was a one-sided beatdown like it always was going to be. And I don't know how confident Zuffa is in their ability. Max Kellerman seemed a little shy to mention the notion of unifying the titles. I don't know how confident they are in being able to unify the titles. That IBF title was in the ring with Opetaia, and I'm not sure why. The fight wasn't sanctioned by the IBF, but he brings the IBF belt anyway, still claims the IBF belt. At least considers himself to be the IBF champion. And Max Kellerman, quite corny, but said that, people consider you to be undisputed, which is why I'm saying, I think that Zuffa isn't confident in their ability to actually make that undisputed fight, which is why I'm saying, unfortunately, I think with Zuffa, you're going to see Zuffa be less like Riyadh season and more like HBO and more like Showtime, and see Zuffa boxing getting in the way of a lot of the big matchups being made, unfortunately, instead of actually facilitating them and helping them happen in the way that, the ring shows in Riyadh season were doing. And I hope that we get more of those directly Turki Al Sheikh funded and, Turki Al Sheikh directed shows to really put on those big mega fights more often, because Opetaia does need a mega fight. This is going to introduce a lot of people to him in America, but ultimately it was tough seeing Brandon Glanton just get beat down, and I would have liked to see a more defensive-minded opposition and somebody who actually stands a chance boxing against Opetaia. So that's going to do it for the stream tonight, guys. That was a fun stream. Chill at the beginning, locked in more here for the final fight. I would be more able to have a more technologically advanced stream here if my Elgato didn't break a couple of days ago, but I'm still trying to get figured out why my Elgato is no longer connecting accurately to my Xbox and to my streaming setup. But once I get that figured out, I'll be back with my gaming stuff, and I can do more complex streams that involve more than just my computer here. But for now, I'm kind of limited on what resources I have. And once again, I didn't want to show the fight. I'm sure I showed like 3 seconds of the fight there, and I'm still going to get copyright struck. Especially with the audio, I'll get copyright. But, the strike won't stick, hopefully. There's different kinds of copyright strikes. Hopefully I managed to get around it on this time. But that's going to do it for this stream tonight, guys. That was a fun one. Thanks for tuning in. And like and subscribe for more boxing content in the future. Peace.